Hey everybody, and welcome back to What If. Um, you guys know how What If is, all this stuff. This What If, I really like this idea. It's pretty much what if everyone switched opponents. I'm gonna switch up the idea a bit and say rather than everyone switching opponent, like the first opponent switching, it's more or less just everyone like it could be at random, pretty much. Um, I like this What If a lot because it's, I think, in my opinion, a pretty unique idea. But yeah, let's just get over with this. Starting off, we have Lincoln versus SpongeBob. Pretty cool matchup. Um, but I think this is a SpongeBob win in my opinion, just for the easy reason that Lincoln's character is just, you know, not necessarily as relevant. Also, SpongeBob is just I see more potential in that. Then I chose Groot versus Yoda. I like this matchup a lot. I actually like it a little bit more of a Groot versus Pikachu. It'd probably be different, like maybe not necessarily baby Yoda versus baby Groot, but more or less maybe like adult Groot versus Yoda. But I think this is either way Yoda wins since Yoda can actually talk and Groot can't. So there's that. Pennywise versus Freddy Krueger is the next matchup I chose. I like this one a lot because they're both scary monsters that use fear as like their weapon, which I think that's a pretty cool concept. I have to edge the win to Pennywise though. I feel like he's more of a character that would have a better beatbox, and Freddy Krueger is gonna be like really post aggressive, which I feel like could work, but I don't know. It's tricky. Next, we have Patrick versus Ed. This one is probably the least matchup I cared about. I'm gonna be honest. Like this one, the only matchup I just like we didn't really care for. That's because Patrick and Ed are like, you know, I don't know. But I think Patrick's winning this for the reason it's Patrick. Everyone loves Patrick. Ed, nothing too special. He's just a little bit of a dum dum. You know what I mean? We have Deadpool versus Deathstroke. I love this matchup a lot. I like to see this matchup more, but we don't for some reason. I still think this is a Deadpool win, but Deathstroke would be a lot closer than Deadshot would be. Then we have Batman versus Spider-Man. I think this matchup works so well. I don't know why this matchup is used more commonly. Like, it makes so much sense. There's very little things that don't make sense about it, which is just the little things. So yeah, but I'm gonna give the win to Spider Man. I think he's more relatable. He's definitely a lot more sensational. He's definitely a funnier character. I think he would just work generally better than Beatbox Battle Ascension. Then we have Apocalypse versus Darkseid. I really couldn't think of a matchup with Thanos. Like I was thinking Darth Vader, but that one kind of sucked. For Darkseid, I really couldn't think of anyone. The only two people I thought of was Apocalypse and Ghost Rider, and I didn't really like the Ghost Rider one, so Apocalypse it is. I like both characters a lot, but I don't know. They're both kind of like what is the right word here? Like they're both kind of like the same character as of like their essential mechanics, I guess. I don't freaking know. They both are bad guys that are super evil that have a lot of power. That's kind of the easy way to explain it. But I think Darkseid wins this one. I like Apocalypse a lot, but I don't know. They're just both kind of like evil mind powered beings that are super overpowered. Yeah, I don't know. Then I decided for Sonic's matchup because I didn't really know what to do here. I was thinking of different ones, but the thing is, I don't like video game versus video game, or in this case, I guess. So I think it'd be pretty cool to switch it up and do video game versus comic, or I guess movie. And Flash was the Thanos choice here. It makes a lot of sense. They're both fast. Flash is red and Sonic's blue. Um, there's that. Um, if I have to be completely honest, I think this will be a win for Sonic, but not by a lot. It would be definitely a close matchup. Yeah. And we have Pennywise versus SpongeBob. Pretty cool matchup in my opinion, but I think Pennywise takes this. It's the usual reason that Pennywise is just so dope. Okay, super dope. All right, now we have Patrick versus Darkseid. Pretty cool, but I mean, if Patrick is able to beat Thanos and then I'll be Darkseid, then I mean, we got it. All right. And then we have Yoda versus Deadpool. No, I'm not gonna lie. I would love to see this as a matchup, whether that be a beatbox battle or just an actual battle. But just seeing Yoda and Deadpool, like just meet with each other and talk, that would be so funny to see. But yeah, Deadpool is probably gonna win this. It's honestly like not even fair. And then Spider-Man versus Sonic. I love this matchup a lot. They both, joking characters. They both are, I guess, would say younger. They both are super unique. They do a lot of domestic type stuff, and they both represent their own color, red and blue. I'm gonna be honest here. This is close, but I'm gonna give it to Spider-Man. I love Spider-Man. I think a lot of people would agree with that, and I think Spider-Man is just a little bit better of a person to joke around during this. They're both good at it, but I think Spider-Man's a little bit better in my opinion. Then we have Deadpool versus Patrick. Unfortunately, we have seen this matchup quite a bit, especially in the finals. So, yeah, this is another example of Patrick being a goo goo gaga man. Then we have Pennywise versus Spider Man. Now, this matchup is just the definition of like crazy. I would love to see this, mainly for the reason that like they both would just do different. Like the idea of this matchup would be super cool. I feel like Pennywise would do things like he's Iron Man is like a good like way to scare Spider Man, and then Spider Man would be just pretty cool. I don't know. I like both characters a lot, but I'm gonna have to edge out with Spider Man. Um, I just think he would be better in this kind of case, and I mean, if Patrick's able to beat him, I think Spider Man would have a good chance. And for finale, we have Spider Man versus Patrick, which, man, this matchup I had to go over a few times because I generally think this would be insanely close. I love both characters, they're both pretty good, powerful, strong. I mean, strong beatboxing. Um, but I have to edge out with Spider Man. Yep, I know. It's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, that's like the first time in forever that someone that isn't Patrick, Deadpool, or Sonic, I don't know, but this first time that they have not won the finale. But that's crazy. I know. And we have loser round, starting off with Lincoln Lounge versus Freddy Krueger. I like this matchup a lot. Like just seeing Lincoln be scared about this would be crazy. But I'm gonna have to head toward Lincoln. I'm gonna be honest. I like Freddy Krueger, but I think Lincoln would probably have the edge here. Ed versus Apocalypse. You know what? I'm just gonna skip this matchup because this is not even fair. Thing is, I feel like a lot of people would take Ed in a more approach, kind of like similar to Thanos versus Patrick, where like a lot of people assumed like Thanos would easily win, but then they got tricked. So I don't know, but I think Apocalypse just wins here. Then we have Groot versus Deathstroke. Even though this matchup idea is pretty unique and sick, it's unfortunately a pretty easy win for Deathstroke. Then we have Batman versus Flash. Now I don't know why, but we don't have this as a freaking like a beatbox battle or a rap battle ever, which is weird because they're both crazy. I would love to see this as an actual beatbox battle, but I'm gonna have to edge for Batman here for the reason that I just Batman's crazy. I'm not gonna lie, Batman goes crazy. And we have Deathstroke versus Apocalypse. Love this matchup a lot. They are both pretty crazy, crazy dudes. But I have to edge up to Deathstroke. Deathstroke is a lot more like what's the right word? Assume. He's not necessarily crazy powerful that can destroy the universe. He's a pretty average dude that has like a healing factor. Pretty similar. But I necessarily think he would be better in this case, but not by a lot, of course. We have Lincoln versus Batman. Not gonna lie, this is probably one of the biggest clean sweeps inside the entire loser round. It's nothing against Lincoln or anything, except the thing is when you have Lincoln for round one, and he did pretty much most of the things he can do, and then Lincoln for round two, at this point he's used everything. So at this point, the only thing he can do is just roast Batman and not do anything else about it. Maybe he can bring family members in if he hasn't already, but I just think Batman has way more potential and way more things to do at this point. So yeah. Then we have Deathstroke versus Batman. Love both characters a lot, and I think this would be a crazy battle to see, especially in a beatbox battle. But I'm actually have to edge towards Deathstroke here. He's just such a cool character. I love Deathstroke, But yeah, that's all I gotta say for that. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please subscribe, comment down some ideas. I love to see them. We're trying to finish off What If this year, so please comment down some ideas because after this, after 100, there won't be any more. And I mean, this might be your only shot to get onto What If. So yeah, please comment down some ideas, and I'll see you guys next time on What If. Goodbye.